The days while human beings camped external store to get their hands on the newest smartphone may so be number, if latter turnover figures are whatever to go by. Samsung's common operational profits were downward by 60% year-on-year for the at first block of 2019. POM crossed its iPhone turnover forecasts at the begin of the year, accusing a slowing, especially in China. Turnover in China, the planet's largest telephone marketplace, were downward 20% year-on-year in February 2019. How's their minimum in 6 year, on to figures liberated by the country-affiliated study block China Academia of Data and Communication Technique. Turnover had already been retarding in Europe, says Marina Koicheva, Technique Markets Analysis at CCS Understanding, and in another place, in the probable exclusion of India and Africa. I don't believe I include seen the marketplace in such a adverse worldview in the recent 10-year, she says. I don't believe we will always once again see the increase of 5 or 10 year back. Down there are several reasons. The upper end handsets include enlarged in cost sharply in latter year. In 2017, POM bravely crushed the $1,000, £775, cost spot in the iPhone X, accompanied by Samsung in the Galactic Mention 8. Critics of the telephone production claim how at the identical period, Innovate has stalled. Every new phone might include a lightly superior chamber, lightly more rapid processors rather than the recent, but for the ordinary customer, one dark rectangular is cute lot creature replaced by else. In the recent few weeks, both of Huawei and Samsung opened a new get on the dark rectangular, the folding telephone. While it was opened, the auditorium gasped loud at the €2,299, $2,600, £1,996, cost label. For those in how cash money to expend on a new telephone, is it breathtaking, quite, to break down the world boredom? Down there will be a little quantity of big film goer who will buy these phones, but they will include to drop in cost rather a lot to do an effect, says Marina Koicheva. They will include to begin marketing in big numbers. How will just occur if the unit can show by itself helpful? It's spectacular Innovate, says Ms. Koicheva. Yet why do you requirement it? The historically man-dominated technology segment has been charged of disregarding at low 50% of its goal marketplace, female, in not confirming how females' hands and trousers pockets are usually less rather than men's time flood the marketplace in always greater devices. While POM announced it was cessation its iPhone SE, that has a 4in display, Caroline Criado Perez, writer of a new volume named Unseen Female, tweeted how the technology gigantic had unsuccessful to upgrade the just telephone it makes how fits the ordinary female's brush amount. 5G, the following general of portable web, could offer telephone turnover the urgent injectable they requirement. Promises done for it involve creature capable to load a 15-min live video in one other, potential manufacturing household wideband access and receive all your clever gadgets correctly connection in every sum. Yet, down there are no 5G devices on the marketplace still. They are on their way, though world safety concerns endanger to disrupt the evacuation plan. China company Huawei is one of the few manufacturers of the infrastructure facilities required for 5G, and down there are concerns of several countries, led by the US, above if it can be trusted. Portable supplier O2 told Huawei makes up just 5% of its UK 5G infrastructure facilities, but it would get period and cash to shoot it all if the government orders it to do so. In October 2018, we anticipated 5G to include several favorable impact on the marketplace the year, says Marina Koicheva. We mind it would supporting it, but 5G is upcoming more than slow rather than we hoped. And eventually, an increasing quantity of human beings are selecting to move off of their phones generally. Recent year, France entered stringent rules about the use of smartphones in schools, prohibiting them for all school students by the age of 15. POM, Google, and Facebook as well liberated toolkit how show you the degree of your screen time, ago that was welcome in surprised terror, and several critique. It's love closing and alcohol in a binge sideboard and later help them calculate how lot glass container they've consumption, told Catherine Milling, machine operator, CEO of politics at the Believe Pot Dotaviri. The telephone production's answer to the wish to disconnect has been to unleash as called partner phones, less handsets in more than main functions, intended to hold human beings associated out of compliance them bent. Now if the decision to you conducting less than period on your big telephone involves you purchase a less telephone is maybe disputable, but it shows the production is at low auditory, possessing dedicated year to making devices particularly intended to support our concern. Marina Koicheva thinks the smartphone marketplace is eventually stabilization following a rapid few year, but predicts how 2019 is departure to be a hard year. Our new 5-year worldview is for 1.9 trillion units on an yearly base before 2023.